Hello, and today we are going to be doing a quick little review of the Mountain Warehouse 2-in-1 helmet light. Now, I grabbed this little helmet light for one reason in particular. Now that it's becoming more summery weather and in the UK the nights are quite light, sometimes I forget taking my bike lights. So I thought if I had like a little cheap helmet light, I'd just keep that on the helmet the whole time, meaning I would always have a light to get home. So just kind of a backup light that I would always have on me. But also it's quite a nice thing to have on your helmet as a bit of extra security, so obviously your head's up higher and it can provide an extra bit of light to supplement your main lights. So I thought for £10 it's probably worth it. It's no way worth 40 quid up here, but as you know, in the UK Mountain Warehouse you never buy anything full price. That's their little trick. Everyone's always on a sale at some point. So this would certainly not be worth £40, but for £10 I think it probably is not a bad buy. So we'll have a look through it, we'll explain the features on the box, then we'll get in the box and then we'll put it on my helmet and just see how it attaches, and we'll talk through the various pros and cons and see how we get on. So a quick little look at the box. Says what it does in the tin, 2-in-1 USB helmet light, and it claims a few different things. It says 4 lighting modes, 2 to 3 hour charging time. And on the back there's a little bit more information. We've got the 300 lumens, 3 to 10 hours life, obviously depending on what mode you've got it on, 1 to 1.5 meter visibility, IP4 waterproof rating, and again repeating the 4 lighting modes and the 2 to 3 hour battery life. So simple little box, definitely not worth 40 quid. Again, there you see the things on the side. Not bad little packaging actually, quite a lot of information on there, but we will be doing a bit more, such as I'll be telling you how heavy it is, and we will give it some measurement as well, so that might help you at home. So let us just stick on the head cam and open the thing up. So here we go, what is in the box. Right, we have the light here. Quite compact. I think that's metal casing. That's not bad actually. So it seems quite good build quality. This thing here attached. Wonder if that slides out or not. I think it might slide out with a wee thing there. We'll figure that out. And then we have the little rubber thing that you'll be quite familiar with these days. You see a lot of lights, and then we have the USB-B cable that in no way anyone needs anymore. My theory is there is more of these than there are people on the planet, considering that, well, especially in the Western world, I'm pretty sure every person that's bought a gadget's got one of these with a gadget. I must have about 40 odd cables at this, every single one, and then they just end up getting slung at the side because my battery pack has got a cable with it. But anyway, we're digressing. What does the thing weigh? So with the rubber thing on, which we'll be using, it comes in at 55.1 grams. So quite light. Obviously it's going to swing around in your head. You don't want anything too big or heavy. Now obviously the smaller it is, the less battery life you're going to get. 3 to 10 hours seems reasonable. Now it's USB rechargeable, so the first thing on the usability of a bike light is how easy it is to sort of get in to charge it. It's actually not too bad. Another thing as well, sometimes these things are quite recessed and some cables don't fit in. This one doesn't look too bad. It is recessed in a little bit, so you need to make sure that the cable you've got fits in. So I'll actually check their own cable, and it's kind of, to be honest, it doesn't quite fit in. It looks like it's bending a little bit. They've just obviously sling in one of these cables, so you might actually have a cable with a bit less padding around it, whatever that's called, and you'll get on a bit better, but not bad. Everything pops out easily enough. Obviously it seals in there to keep it waterproof. Then we've got the little bits I've noticed on the side as well, providing some kind of visibility from the sides. That's not bad. So not a bad wee thing. Obviously Mountain Warehouse don't actually make this, they just kind of label it up. So you'll probably find this exact light on Amazon and Alibaba and all these kind of other sites, something very similar looking. So this is kind of a review of these lights in general. Now, size, just in case that's important for you, it is about just under 6.5 centimeters. It's like 63 millimeters long, and then the width about 31 or 32. The bottom bracket thing's a bit longer, that's about 36, 37. But yeah, it's small. And just in case you're interested in the size of this thing, that is just over 7 centimeters. So, as you can see, quite a small compact unit. So let's see how we put the thing on. So, I noticed as well, there are no instructions, so we'll just have to figure it out. So with there being no manual, and I didn't bother Googling it, I thought I'd figure it out myself. I figured out how the mode works with the lights. So it sounds quite obvious now that I explain it, but it took me a minute to figure it out. So holding the button on puts the light on, and it does remember the last setting. So single pressing on the button changes the front light. So it's on solid just now, press it once, we're on flashing, press it once again, bright, slightly less bright, flashing, bright, slightly less bright, flashing. Now a double tap affects what happens on the rear. So the rear is off just now, double tap, the back is on solid, double tap, I'll have to be done the front again to get proper double tap. There we go, we've got the slow pulsating, double tap again, we've got the faster pulsating, double tap, it's gone off. So if you want them both flashing, we'll just press the front till it flashes, double tap, solid, double tap again, a pulsating flash, or double tap again, flashing like this. So this will be the mode that lasts the longest because they're both flashing, they're not on solid. So according to the advertising, this will last you 10 hours and you can recharge it within 2 to 3 hours. And because it's USB rechargeable, that's quite handy. The odds are if you're at home, you'll have the ability to charge it up, or if you're maybe commuting into the office, you will have it in the office. And the benefit of it being on your helmet is you're probably taking your helmet off and taking it up into the office. So let us put it on the helmet itself and just see how easy it is to attach. So we'll stick it off for now. So now, the practicality of these lights all does depend on the mounting points for your helmet. So in this helmet here, the best place to mount it would probably be right on the top, but I don't really have that option. So I've got kind of here, so that still might work there. The main thing probably is the rear visibility. That's probably the biggest safety concern being seen from behind. So we'll plop one side on there. And as you can see as well, there's like a little curve there. This thing's got a bit of a sort of ridge on it there. So we'll see how that fares. And then it will come through like so. So I'd say this is always a bit fiddly. You wouldn't want to be taking this on and off. So for those people that like to tie their helmets onto their lock, it's basically your risk whether you want to keep taking this light on or off, or just sort of leave it on the helmet hoping no one's going to steal it. And then depending on how rich you are, you might take the risk of a £10 light. But it's horrible getting stuff stolen, so I probably wouldn't take that chance. So as you can see, it was pretty simple to attach, and that's on the helmet there. And in theory, once you get used to the light, you'll be able to stick this thing on without just by feeling your way onto it. But it's probably easier to put it on before you put your helmet on, just so you can see what mode it was on. So hold it down. There we go. We can see on the helmet, we've got the rear flash, we've got the nice side light, and then we've got the front sort of aiming down so you can see where you go, and obviously the cars are still going to see that. So that's actually not bad at all. So I think that's actually a pretty good fit. So there you go, there's the helmet in place, flashing away. A little spin around. And there you have it. So first impression is actually really good. The thing hardly weighs anything, just over 50 grams. You don't notice it's on your head whatsoever. And like I said, the primary purpose of this light actually was to always have a light with me, especially in the summer when I might forget to take my lights, end up out later than I thought. So it's basically a backup light, but as you can see, it's actually a pretty good safety light. And if I was maybe going to go out for like a longer winter ride, I would stick this thing on as well as a bit of a backup for visibility. I'll always have my main lights as well. So for £10, I would say I would definitely go and grab one of these if you don't already have a helmet light. The build quality is actually pretty good. It's made of metal, it would probably survive a fall, but the way it's attached on there, that rubber's pretty secure. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. So I'm Ali Burns, and it is a thumbs up for the Mountain Warehouse 2-in-1 helmet light. So let me know down in the comments if you have got one of these, or if you've bought maybe a more fancy one, and any of the benefits you think over this one here. But yeah, I think it's pretty good actually, quite hard to knock. I think these kind of cheap things are getting a lot better quality. They're getting better copying stuff. So if you're on a budget and you happen to be passing a Mountain Warehouse and want one of these just like that, I say yep, go for it. Be sick and subscribe. I can't say that. That's Sam Pilgrim influence. Yep, if you want more videos like this, like and subscribe and turn on those notifications. Bye for now.